list 'em, love or list 'em.
Welcome to Love 'em or List 'em. Do this on Thursdays at this time. You know, dating can be awkward, challenging, amazing. But, you know, usually we get so many months into a relationship, weird things happen. We have to ask our friends and family for advice. Well, on Thursdays, that's everybody's advice, listening with one of our own.
Dating has a lot of layers. Sometimes it's confusing. That's why it's up to us to peel those layers back, analyze them, and then, you know, basically regurgitate our findings.
So who do we have today, Kyle?
Chandler is with us right now, and evidently artificial intelligence is getting in the way of her relationship. Chandler, in what way is that the case, and how can we help you today?
My boyfriend, he's a very forward-thinking guy, we'll say that, and he works in the IT field, and he is absolutely obsessed with the AI stuff.
Okay.
I get it. It's fascinating.
So why does this not fall under the umbrella of this is his work, his passion, his hobby? That's healthy.
Well, he uses it for literally everything, like what to make for dinner, or, you know, he does workout strategies, and he'll use it to write emails and even, you know, thoughtful letters.
Uh-oh. I think this is the part where you come in.
But to say, so far I've
Thoughtful
done all
letters.
of these things,
So-
aside from the last one.
So, Chandler, what happened? What happened with AI?
He surprised me with this beautiful handwritten letter recently. And are you okay if I read you part of it?
Sure.
Yes.
Make sure you detail all of those little hyphens that are in every
Exactly.
ChatGPT response.
Are there any emojis in this
Did
letter?
you put any of those in there?
It said a lot of things. But the part I'll read you is, I'm looking forward to more discoveries about who you are and who we might be around each other. No pressure, no expectations. I'm grateful you're in my life in whatever way you choose to be.
What's wrong with that?
I love it.
I know, me too. I loved it too, until he later told me that AI wrote it for him.
For someone who is not good with words on paper, I could see this being a handy tool.
See, and that's where I land, Sarah, is, you know, some people are socially anxious. Is this his way of wanting to express his feelings? He just doesn't know how to put it into words naturally?
Exactly.
Maybe, but it was insulting.
It was insulting?
It was insulting. Like,
Okay.
It might sound silly to say insulting, but there's this lack of major authenticity, I guess, that comes with it. And I personally, I can't stand it. Just feels like sometimes I'm dating a droid. You know, it's like he's a robot and he's so into this artificial intelligence, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's not for me.
That makes
Maybe.
sense, yeah.
He's an IT person, not making a blanket statement, but tend to be pretty binary thinkers, black and white.
Zeros and ones.
Zeros and ones. And, you know, that's his vibe. This is his hobby. That's how he thinks. And if it's not you, if it lacks emotion, then maybe you're not compatible. And I guess that's why you called. So let's figure this out.
There you go.
Yeah, and I would say maybe it's just your personality outside
tough.
of the AI stuff. All right, love him or list him. If you are a Chandler, stay right there, okay?
Great.
I don't know if this is list worthy. At the same time, I can understand her feelings being hurt if he presents this stuff as real and authentic and sincere, multiple letters. And oh, yeah, actually, I did not write any of those. I could see how that
I don't know.
might not stick the landing, but
Well, did he lie about it being AI? Did we get into that?
He just said he didn't end up telling her.
Well, yeah,
like,
he told her,
artificial
but like at
intelligence
the end
wrote
of the day, he had to prompt it somehow.
919-860-1015. To me, it just seems like their personalities just in general might not match outside of the AI stuff.
Totally. There's a disconnect from his intention and how she's receiving it.
Exactly.
919-860-1015. Man, that was good, Dr. Drew. Dr. Brian over there in front of us.
There's two sides to every pancake, Brian.
Love them or list them. Would your
No matter how
feelings-
flat you make a pancake, there's always two sides.
That's right.
Would your feelings be this hurt? What would you do if you are Chandler in this moment? It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix.
What advice do you have for Chandler?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm nervous because I know my husband is 2 cars behind me listening. So I'm trying,
What's his name? What's his name?
Rob. We listen to this every morning on the way to work.
Hi,
So,
Rob.
So what's your advice?
my advice is, I think, to me, it shows a lack of effort, which I think is the main concern. It's not necessarily like if he's bad with words. It's more that, like, my husband is not a words of affirmation person, but I am. But he goes out of his way to try and just express that in ways that make sense to him versus outsourcing it. Because to me, I'd feel insulted if he was, like, calling his mom or, like, a female friend to, like, tell him what to say to me. I want something that comes from his
That makes
heart,
sense.
not some computer. And just in general, like, outsourcing all of your thoughts to
Right.
somebody else. I would be like, are you an independent person who can make thoughts for yourself if things are hard?
Right.
Like, are you going to stop mid-argument to be like, well, let me see if AI agrees with me? So do I think it's breakup worthy? Not necessarily, but I do think it's worth having a conversation of like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. It makes me concerned long term, and it makes me feel like you're not putting effort into me or our relationship.
Okay. That's
I
a
like
great
it.
point,
Right.
Ireland.
Listen, even though what you might say might not be as perfect as what ChatGPT is writing for you, it still will mean more to me because you did it yourself.
Now, can you hold your phone out the window and we'll get your husband's take?
Just have him honk.
I wish.
Robert, honk if you think that
That's
she's
right.
right.
Once for a love, two for a list.
Rob and Ireland, thanks for listening to Love and Relism. Thank you. You have a great Thursday.
Thank you. You guys as well.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's see what Coco's all about.
Thank you. Ireland goes, what's a cocoa? Here she is. Sorry about that.
Hi,
That's so
Coco.
funny.
You're famous.
Hi, how you guys
I was
doing?
like, I swear somebody just told me her name was Coco off air. All right, so here we go. Love him or listen. If you're Chandler, her boyfriend is all about AI, uses it to pretty much script his life on a daily basis. How you feeling about this moment and this love letter he wrote to her?
Yeah, I feel like it's more personal than buying a card at Hallmark where someone else has written words that are way more impersonal.
Ooh,
Ooh,
fair.
effective counterpoint.
Right? Like at least ChatGPT, you can kind of put some personal things in there and like maybe someone is not that articulate or can't get the words out themselves, but at least, hey, they're going to put in like what they're feeling in their maybe less eloquent way, and ChatGPT can like clean it up a little bit, and at least it's putting in your, you know, your real deep feelings and real anecdotes from your actual life. Where at Hallmark, you're just like taking a random card that's like written for millions of people. I don't know. It feels like a little
I
more
like
personal.
this idea.
You know, two things. Maybe this guy is just a little ahead of the curve. Maybe 10 years from now, this will be as standard as a Google search. And what was all the reason to be all upset? But the other thing is like, you're right. What is the culture? Is investing the time and asking ChatGPT as like a personal confidant? Is that effort, you know, should that be celebrated, or is it a cop-out?
Yeah, and let me tell you, I'm a teacher, and a parent had written a poem for me in ChatGPT at the end of the year last year and put in all of these really nice things that I had done with her son that were really personal, and given me that poem at the end of the year, and it was one of the most meaningful gifts. It was
Okay.
definitely ChatGPT. It had those double dashes and
Fair
all that
enough.
stuff.
the double
double
dash.
dashes.
Yeah, personal things. It was so sweet. It was really thoughtful. And
So
nice
the
and thought,
intention,
so.
the intention outweighs maybe how you go about doing it.
Yeah.
I think so, and especially if you're upfront about it. If you're not like, oh, I spent hours working on this. If you're
Right.
like upfront about it, I feel like it's better than if you're trying to like act like you actually, you know, spent, you know, whatever, all this brain power and time on it.
Okay.
Coco,
Good point.
Yeah.
thank you for calling in. You have a lovely
Absolutely.
Thursday. Call back
You
sooner
too.
than later, okay? Bye, Coco.
All right. Take care, y'all. Bye.
All right, next up, one of our favorites is back again. Her name is Frida. She knew we were going to do that.
Of course,
too.
we do it every time.
Can I just say we've had the best three names: Ireland, Coco, and Frida. Come on.
I am honored to be included with Ireland and Coco. Genuinely. Sorry to Coco, but I fully agree with Ireland. From what it seems like, Chandler expected an effort, and there is, like, I know AI helps people, like, with professional writing and whatnot, but I fully agree with the sentiments from the heart, but also there are so many romantic writers that have already done it. So if you are having trouble writing yourself, just quote one of the greats, quote Shakespeare, quote Pablo Neruda,
Ooh.
or
Oh.
instead of like using AI, we literally have the Poetry Fox in Raleigh. You could commission a poem from him saying, these are the things I love about her. I don't
have the words for it. Can you help me, my guy? And the Poetry Fox will help you and write a brilliant poem.
I'm writing this
So
guy's
hold on a
name.
Poetry
second.
Fox, what is this?
So to you, going to the Poetry Fox and getting those quotes is different than asking ChatGPT, what are the 10 most romantic pieces of poetry, and then pulling from that?
Yes. Because one, the Poetry Fox is a real person. True, AI is just
that's
pulling those sources from somewhere else, like a blog somewhere that already has those written. So
Right.
you could probably go to that blog spot and find those poems there that some English professor in Minnesota had already compiled for someone else. Like I'm not a writer. So when I got married, I found a script of vows online that had the sentiments I wanted to convey and then tweaked it just a little bit with specifics for my relationship. So I'm
Okay.
just saying the great writers are out there, and there's something more meaningful by saying like, hey, I love you. I can't write it well, but again, William Shakespeare has done it already. Let me not to the marriage of true minds and whatnot. So it's okay to get help. It's just not from a robot. Is what I'm trying to say.
Frida.
Frida, you're deep. I like it.
I like this. Frida, who needs ChatGPT when you got the Poetry Fox in Raleigh? All I'm saying over
He's
here.
in Durham, by the way. I looked him up. He's a guy who wears a fox outfit and
I like
writes
it.
poetry.
I seen him at Fenton.
Cool.
Frida, you have yourself a lovely Thursday. Always great to hear from you.
Oh, thanks. Good luck, Chandler.
Oh, man. This is a hard one.
Now tell me this. This reminds me of the guy in the. You ever seen the "I'll Make Love to You" music video? Boys to Men.
Probably not as many times as you have, Brian.
Fun fact: nobody's watched that music video more times than me. No one. But at the end of the video, you remember the premise of the story is guys trying to come up with something to write his girl, and eventually he turns to the Boys to Men #2 album, and he pulls the sleeve out of the CD case, and he looks to the lyrics, and he just starts writing the lyrics
Oh, my God.
on a piece of paper.
How did the director of this video not win a Grammy or something?
So my point is, that was the standard. So
Yes.
us being shown that, like, oh yeah, we can just write Boys to Men lyrics, and that's enough. ChatGPT feels like you're actually doing a little bit more
Wow.
than that guy.
Wow. It's going to take me a minute to digest all that I just learned.
We're gonna watch that video together.
From a Poetry Fox
It's
to
really
a-
funny.
To a
To the "I'll Make Love to You" video.
Well, that's just unbelievable.
From the Poetry Fox to Pablo Neruda to Shakespeare to Boys to Men.
What is Chandler going to do?
I don't know. She's been on hold forever. Sorry, Chandler. We've talked to Coco, Ireland, and Frida. Coming up in 3 minutes, Chandler back again. What is she going to do? Will she let AI defeat her in this relationship? She'll tell us in 3 minutes on Mix.
Men.
Chandler, love him or list him. What are you going to do with this guy who uses ChatGPT for a lot of texts and also love letters? What are you going to do?
You know, guys, maybe it's not just the AI stuff. Maybe I'm just realizing that our personalities don't really mix. There have been other things, and maybe I'm just using artificial intelligence as a scapegoat here. So
Maybe.
I was gonna
think-
ask, what's the foundation of the decision? Are you mad at him for doing that, or are you just realizing that maybe you guys aren't compatible?
Right.
I just don't think we're compatible,
Yeah.
and our conversation is making me realize that.
Well, we're glad we could help. Good luck with that conversation. They're never easy, and I hope you have a good holiday despite the fact
Well,
this is going to be a little tough.
You know what she can do? Just go on ChatGPT, figure out how to break up with him.
Oh, give him a letter.
There you go.
Bye, Chandler.
It won't be hard at all.
Thank you so much.
All
I'm
right.
not so sure if it was ChatGPT that
Yeah.
ended the relationship, or maybe just their personalities don't mash.
I think it's that.
But given the callers, they both sides of this argument are very valid.
It's true. And when all else fails, go to the Poetry Fox or
You know,
Boys to
Boys
Men.
to Men.
Oh my God, Boys to Men. That video is hilarious.